Hello, welcome to the first edition of the Squid On LSD Podcast, the only podcast where you can actually listen to this podcast high as fuck. Oh yes. Cue the intro music. You are watching the Squid On LSD Podcast. Damn, that intro is cool. Hello, welcome to the first edition of the Squid On LSD Podcast. Now, I want to clear up a few things. First, I've got a drink here. Yeah. So there will be times when I pause. There'll be when I'm like this. And I'm just taking a drink. That's just want to let you know that. This episode, I'll be doing alone. In the next episode, I'll be bringing on a guest, or at least try to. Here's how I'm going to do it, right? One podcast will be alone. The next one will be with a guest. Alone with a guest. Alone with a guest. Alone with a guest. I'm sure you can get the pattern. This I'll be doing all the way through my podcast. Sometimes there'll be a few times when I do bring on just a random guest on the podcast when I'm supposed to be doing it alone. I might mix it up a little bit. I don't know. We'll see how it all goes. But Hello, welcome to this podcast. So what do I want to talk about in this first episode of the podcast? Now, I want to talk about Skillforce. Now, many people, if they're in my school, or if you're in other schools, will know what Skillforce is. Basically, Skillforce is a charity event. Well, it's not a charity, it's a charity company, I guess you can say, that go around schools in the UK. And I don't know about America. I'm really not sure about America. They're based... I'm not sure about America. All I know is in the UK just now. So they go around the UK and they're ex-forces people basically teaching people about kids in high school about leadership. Now, that's fine. Yeah, perfect, brilliant, awesome. Teach them about how to be in a team. Teach them how to, I guess you can essentially say stick up for yourself. The only trouble I have with it is that we don't actually learn anything... When I say we don't learn anything about leadership, we do learn about lots about leadership, but nearly about 99.9% of the time we're taking orders, which I guess just contradicts completely contradicts what they're actually teaching. Now, I find a problem with this massively. The thing is really. Because Skillforce, I just think that there's a number of reasons why I think it's bullshit, really. Because, especially our Skillforce I have at my school. Now, in our school, I'm not going to name their names. Unfortunately, I can't. I wish I would. But, they basically... What can I say? One's at the level of pedo, basically. He's really pedo-ish. You can just be like, you're a pedophile. And the other one, you can just think, you're a psychopath, right? Now, people who are in my class, my Skillforce class, you can have fun distinguishing which one's which. Have fun. They're both, one's male and one's female, basically. So choose which one you want to choose. Now, I don't know. I just hit it right. I'll just give it to you straight, basically. This is my overall opinion on Skillforce, my overall conclusion, I guess you can say, is that it's bullshit. It is complete fucking utter bullshit. They say we're learning about leadership, yet we're taking orders 99.9% of the time. They're always constantly going on about this event that we're going to be doing, and they're always saying that, oh, do it for the children. If you don't do it, you're letting down the children. I don't give a fuck about the children. I honestly do not give one single fuck about the children. You see the fucks? See my fuck? They're not flying around. I cut their fucking wings off and nailed them on the fucking ground. That is what I did to my fucks. None of them are flying about. So therefore, I don't give a fuck about the children. The children might die in a horribly fiery crash. The children might be shooting heroin to their fucking eyeballs when they're older. I do not know, and nor do I really give a fuck. The second argument was they said to me that I was selfish for not doing this. Now, how am I fucking selfish, right? Let's just backtrace a little bit, right? So, must have been in the third year, I'm guessing. Now, this was just at the back off of all the e-portfolio shit we did, which was complete utter bullshit in the end as well. basically, one of the teachers came around, and they basically gave us a piece of paper, and they said, alright, choose subjects that you want to do, but they're not set in stone, they're just giving me an idea of what you guys want. Now, most people, that's just me trying to paraphrase, now, most people would just, assume, hold on a second, if that's the case, are you trying to generalize people's choices? Because that's not, it's not like a fucking figure where you can just average someone's fucking choice, what they want to do in school. If they want to do the choice, you let them do the choice. And most of the time, that you should. If they want to do fucking art, then put them in an art class. If you want to fucking, put them, if they want to do maths, then put them in a fucking maths class, even though maths is actually mandatory. Oh well. And who the fuck even took that? Actually, I don't know if you take that as an option. Actually, no, because you can take core PE, so, yeah. I'm not really all that sure. But, I'm just... I don't think you should generalize people's choices when they want to. Anyway. So, one of the choices was Skill Force, right? Now, most people who took it third year Skill Force, Skill Force in third year was completely different as well, backtracking a little bit more. Skill Force in third year was more Duke and Edinburgh shit, right? So, that's from my knowledge at least. Now, Skill Force, most people saw it and they're like, nah, we don't want it, so they just didn't tick it, they just left it there, right? Now, I can only imagine the head teacher basically thought, or saw it, and the Skill Force were offering to do it. So he basically put us in the classroom. I'm not even fucking joking here. Without even consulting us, without even telling us, without even telling us if we want to do it or not, he just, boom, put it in the class, there you go, Bob's your uncle, do you want to leave? No, you fucking can't. And, it wasn't like people walked up to him and said, oh, I want to leave because this is boring. Well, there was that argument, but people said that this is counterproductive. I'd rather do a study period than this, and I just think this is a complete waste of my time. He basically said, fuck you to you all, the people who asked to get a study period, and basically said, no, shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down, you're going to Skillforce if you like it or not. Now, I didn't like that at all. I thought that was a dumb fuck move. It made people more fucking negative to the class Skillforce, and in the end, most people think it's pretty shit. Well, I don't know about now, actually, really, to be honest, because I remember once we had a vote who wants to do this event. Nearly everybody stood up to not do it. Basically, a couple of weeks after this, they asked the same question, and then half a class got up again saying they want to do it, which I thought was fucking ridiculous. I thought, what happened to the change of heart? I always hear, literally a period before, or a couple of days before that, I would always hear, oh, Skillforce is so shit. Oh, fuck Skillforce. Ugh. Now, I can only imagine, in people's minds, that they're thinking, alright, if this event fails, they won't do it anywhere else, and they won't probably do it in 5th year either. I can only imagine that's their mentality. My mentality to it all is that I don't want to do it. So I hope that's given you a bit of an idea of why I don't like Skillforce. It's that reason particularly. I never chose it, I never want to do it, I don't want to do it right now, and still yet they're making me do it. Now, I guess you can get the argument of the, oh yeah, definitely people are going to, coming back on your day-to-day life when you get out of the real world, you got to do things you don't want to do. But to be honest, you can't. Let's say, for example, your boss asks you to do some extra hours, and you're going to get some extra pay, but you cannot be fucked because he's an asshole, right? There's no law saying that you can't decline that. You can say fuck you and lose your job, but yet that means you won't get any money, therefore you won't be able to pay the bills, the rent, the food for the week. Therefore, you're going to be fucked. So, in society, in real day society, you have a choice. But with school, it's just, you're doing it, this is why, you can't question it, boom. I do not agree with that mentality at all. So, that is why I don't like Skillforce. And, all the activities we do are just fucking boring, and they're shit, and they're sexist, and they're fucking, ugh, God. Like, I don't know, maybe people enjoy them. I get a few laughs out of a few of them, I guess, but the rest of the time I just feel like it's really kind of, really just sort of, you know what I mean? And most of the time I usually stay out of most activities because I don't want to do them. And they're always sitting, like, what was it today? It was a prime example of that we had to do a forfeit for this thing. They did a bowling thing, whatever, I don't know. It was like a bowling thing, and then someone lost on the boys' team, so the boys had to do 20 press-ups, right? And basically, everybody else got on the floor, and then there must have been 2 or 3 people that still stayed out as well. And the other woman on the other side basically was all like, oh, Oren, do it, and I was like, no. And she's like, do it, and I was like, no. And she kept staring at me the whole time. I was just like, can you stop fucking staring at me, I didn't do it. Big deal. Boo-hoo. Move on, you fucking moron, Jesus Christ, there's not everybody. Do teachers not understand this? That people, not all teachers, but some teachers, they not understand this. That life isn't just gonna give you, food speed. Just feed you with a spoon, basically say, oh, there you go, baby, feed you. Basically, things in life. They're not. You gotta work hard in life. And school force seem to think that we should just automatically respect them. And I guess that's a problem with teachers nowadays as well. Well, some teachers, again, I had to, there's a few teachers I like, but, I've met some really fantastic teachers in my life, but, other times I've just felt some teachers that really, they basically stick a big huge stick on the wall saying, I want fucking respect. Alright, you need respect, you need to give me respect as well. Oh, no, I need respect automatically. That moment that you meet me. No, that is not fucking right, right? If you're gonna fuck with me, I will fuck with you back. Alright? There's nothing there. There's no line, nothing. I will fuck with you if you fuck with me. If you be nice to me, I'll be nice to you back. If you don't respect me, I won't respect you back. If you respect me, I will respect you back. Alright? That's just simple. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, basically. I'm sure it's not that hard, but some teachers just do not understand that mentality. They just think, I should automatically get this because I am a fucking teacher. No. Life does not work like that. You have to go out and earn that respect. And if that person, if the person doesn't give you respect back, you basically stick your middle finger to them and say, fuck you, and you walk the fuck out. Do not get a deal with that person ever. Do not even remotely just deal with that person in any way, shape, or form. You get the fuck out there, you leave. That is what my mentality of skill force is like, because I think most of the time they try and shove that down your throat. They're trying to be, we want fucking respect. Alright, hold on a second. You just be like, oh, okay, hold on a second. Have you given me any respect? No, we haven't given you respect, so why the fuck should I get, take respect from you? You're supposed to take it. It just, no, it's not right. I had an example of that today. Fucking hell. I suck at volleyball, right? That's, fine, perfect, brilliant, fantastic, whatever. Alright, I chose volleyball as a choice for PE because it was the only decent thing in there. It was either a choice of swimming or kayak, and I thought, fuck that, I ain't gonna do swimming or kayak in any way, shape, or form. Swimming, I remember in first and second year at least, and I think I did it in third year, might have as well, yeah, I think I did. I didn't like it because I didn't like the fact that I was just getting butt naked jumping into a pool with some teacher staring at me constantly. No, it's fine when it's near my own family or whatever I'm with, that's fine. Not with some classmates or teachers. No. Fuck no. And most of the time I always got that fucking, he's got, I don't care, it's like, do I look like I give a fuck? You look like a slut in that bikini anyway. I'm not talking about anyone in particular, but I remember, getting that a few times. Hey. But, again, it's, going back to the volleyball thing, I just, today, I'm not very good at volleyball, so basically, I tried my hardest, I honestly do, I tried my hardest at volleyball, alright? I'm just not very good at it. Okay, it took me a while to get the rules down. It really did, especially with the 6v6. It was just really kind of confusing because you didn't know who was going to pass to you. Because the thing is, I had 2 people behind me, basically. So, and I was in the sort of middle bit, and I was right in the middle of this kind of thing. So I had no fucking clue who was going to pass the ball to me. And I was constantly looking fucking around who was going to pass the ball, and anyone who did, I was either looking at someone else just to find out if they were throwing the ball, and I would probably, just about catch the ball. And then basically, throw it over, and maybe not do well, or I might get fucking slapped by the teacher for whatever reason because I did something wrong, just because I didn't understand it. And the thing is, I've only had a week to do this. I've only had a week to learn the W formation, or double formation, or whatever the fuck it's called. And, the other people had about 2 weeks of experience to do this. So, the teachers expect me to learn it like that. No. It really does make me wonder sometimes where the fuck society's going, nowadays, or where, people wonder why there's no teachers. Why there's no respect to teachers from students anymore? Because some of them are fucking idiots. Some are just dumb fucks that cannot face the facts of reality. And I think that just annoys the shit out of me. So I'm sure recently a lot of you know that I've been launching a lot of podcasts lately, or I've been doing a lot of podcasts. Now, that's for a lot of reasons. Now, I listen to a fair lot amount of podcasts. I listen to Joe Rogan, I listen to Ken Burton, I listened to Bad Kid Cast not that long ago. Yeah, hold on. There you go. Sorry if I just burped in your podcast. We were like, oh, so yeah, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts lately, and I really do like the podcast market. I think I really do like the audio market, because the good thing is you can wear the fuck you want when you're on the podcast, because no one's gonna see you unless you're doing the live stream podcasting, which headcam or whatever you want to call it, or whatever, I guess podcast, but then again, that would be defeating the whole purpose of a podcast, so, yeah, I guess, whatever. But you can wear whatever the fuck you can wear a penis suit, you can wear a fucking, wear a Barney fucking suit, you can wear you can just be physically in your, but you could be, just physically be in your boxer, you could be naked for all you care. And that's what I love about podcasts, because no one will know. You're probably now conspiracying, thinking, what is Oren wearing in this podcast? Well, most of the time I will be wearing clothes. I'm sure, that's me flapping on my trousers there. Can't really make any noise with my jumper. Okay, I flapped my fucking thingy around, but, I'll be probably wearing clothes all the time, anyway, in these podcasts, because, most of these podcasts I'll do either late at night, this is just now, well, it's not late now, it's actually about 6 o'clock, but most of these I'll probably do it in the evenings, where, probably about 6 to maybe 10, maybe 11, maybe midnight, I don't even know, maybe at 1 o'clock in the morning if I'm bored. But I'll do these things whenever, I want, and I'll do these, however I'm dressed. That's the great thing I love about podcasts. Now, and the thing is, the podcasts are getting really popular as well. They're really getting, their market is really exploding at the moment. They're really, I think, if every channel you look out there, they've probably been in one part, every YouTube, just look at every YouTube, they've probably been in one podcast or another, in some way, shape, or form, at least once in their YouTube career. That's how popular podcasts are getting nowadays. And, they're so easy to make as well. That's a great thing. You basically need to slap a picture on, you need to slap a few recordings of your voice on, you need a somewhat decent mic. I've got what's it called? A Microsoft Livecam, hold on a second. It's a, Microsoft Live Cam. I think it's called Live Cam. Hold on, 6,000 in it, I think. Yeah, 6,000. HD. Yeah, mine's the Microsoft Live Cam HD 6000. Now this one here so let's have a look on eBay. Let's see how much it is. On eBay. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see how much it is. I know this is very unprofessional, but oh well. On eBay, you can... Let's have a look. It's just no price. Okay, that's fucking helps. Let's see. Where's all the prices gone? New and seal. Okay, this one here you can get for $32 in US money. Let's have a look on how much is in pounds. What's that one I look at the top there? Here we are. Okay, this is $23. Okay, so that would be equivalently to about 24 quid. No, 22 quid in, so about £20 this mic. And it's a really good mic as well, because it's, it's HD, It's small, it's compact, it fits on my monitor very nicely. I like. The only trouble is that it picks up a lot of sound from the fan. I don't know if you can hear it right now. You can probably hear my computer fan right now. That's the only trouble with it. It can pick up a lot of noise, and the cable for it's not very long. I was actually hoping to put it on the end of my monitor, and then or maybe put it on my TV, so it's not completely picking up the sound from the the computer. And the microphone itself is a really good mic as well. It picks up sound from here pretty nicely. It doesn't pick up any background noise that badly. Like my brother was just screaming earlier, so it didn't pick him up screaming. I have no clue fucking why he's screaming. He's probably screaming his tits off or something, like he watched his first porno or something. I don't know. Actually no, because Adair probably watches a lot of porn, so I don't know. So you know what I mean. It's a pretty good mic. So going back to the podcasting, I want to get into this market because I've got a decent mic. I've got the equipment to do it. The only trouble is that I want these podcasts up for download so you guys can download these, because I don't think anyone should restrict their podcast to just one website like YouTube or Dailymotion. I want to put this on Dailymotion. I want to put this on YouTube. I want to put this on iTunes. I want to put this on everywhere. Somewhere you can actually physically download these and then listen to these right now and enjoy them. I just think that it's something I want to do. So if you've got any good audio hosting sites or any good hosting sites where people you can upload them and people can download them, please tell me. Tweet me. My Twitter is on screen if you're watching this on YouTube. But if you're listening to this, if you've somehow used YouTube Converter, you can use that if you want to. I know one program that probably would be very good for you if you want to download these podcasts. Go download the free Make Video Converter. It's really simple and easy. You basically just need to open it up and then just paste the URL into the thing, your video or whatever, and then Bob's your uncle, you're done. So, you can basically just go and listen to it, and then, I think you have to convert MP3, convert it to MP3, and then Bob's your uncle, stick it on your phone, stick it on your iPod, stick it on your tablet, and you can listen to it on the bus, plane, train, gym, on the shit, which would be a bit weird, because I don't think hearing my voice is very motivational when you're taking a shit, but oh well, people are into different things, all about equality here. So, that's the great thing, I think, about podcasts. You can listen to them anywhere, anytime, any place. Well, not any time, because maybe if you're masturbating, I think it would be very good when you're like, and then you just hear me in the background, like, oh yeah, swag, it's a bit weird. I don't think that's very, very good. But still, you can do it anyway. You can do it if you want to. You can see whacking off to some weird Arabian porn and, some really weird, fucked up, black midget tranny porn. And then you can, be listening to my podcast while jacking off. You can do that if you want to. Then I will give you a medal for that, but oh well, hey, that's just me. But oh well. So yeah, that's the great thing I love about podcast. And if you by the way, if you want to come on my podcast, feel free. Tweet me as usual at Dr. Sace 1010. It's a capital D, the star, and so yeah, just go tweet me if you want to. There's no capital S in between. Just Dr. Sace, all one word. The full spelling, DOC. TOR, the full spelling, doctor. Yeah, have fun, knock yourself out if you want to. Don't tweet me dick pics. I don't want dick pics. Plugs. I don't like dick pics. I don't want open my Twitter feed and then check oh, I got one notification or on my phone buzzing, and I'll be like, okay, let's have a look, and oh, and it seems like a dick just pop up. No, it's just no, it's a bit weird. Yeah, that's why I want to get into podcast. So yeah. So I was on the bus today, and I heard something about Scottish independence. Now, most people who this topic doesn't seem to be so booming as just now, but it will be in the next couple of months. Because if anyone does not know, I think is it November they're going to be going for the vote. So I think it's November or September, either one. I'm not sure if it's November or September. I'm hearing stories about it being in September, and then I've been hearing stories about it being in November, because it's the anniversary of the Battle of Bannockburn. Not all that sure, but just go by what I'm saying. So, basically, I heard on the radio, when they passed all the shitty music, there's not always that shitty music. There's some pretty good songs sometimes, but the other times you just think, oh, for fuck's sake, what was it, that one song? It's It's over the rainbow. You think, oh, for fuck's sake, just shoot me. No! You know, it's honestly, there's a problem with modern day music, you know. Oh dear. Sorry, I just burped in the mic again, you know. Why do I keep doing that? Why? I'm doing that in videos as well. Not the Source Show, I think I haven't done it yet. But I keep burping in videos and it's annoying as fuck. Same with sneezing or coughing or fucking up in some way, shape or form, the line or something. I hate when I do that, but oh well. That's a good thing I like about this podcast. I can be really free and just be like, if I fuck up, I can just keep going because I don't really give a fuck. This is a podcast I just want to make casually and make very sort of just, you know, relaxing, you know, even though I'm actually just crouched down, over just now. I don't know, well, it's mainly because my seat is basically like, if I did this, look, you probably won't be able to hear me that much. Probably not that very well. I'm actually shouting right now. If you can't hear me very well, it's because you know what I mean. I had to be quite close to the mic to actually speak to, a decent level of audio. So, that's the only downside, but rest of it is actually quite nice, because I've got a drink here right now, which I've always fucking finished. This is not like a little glass as well, it's like a huge pint glass, basically, so I've almost finished a drink. So, I can easily just make these, you know, relaxed, with a drink, something to eat, maybe I might bring something to eat sometimes on the podcast. Actually, I'll probably do that in between breaks anyway, because I do actually take breaks in between podcasts, because you can't just do one straight podcast all the way. No, not for me at least. I can't do it. I'll probably be able to do it with a guest because I have someone else to talk to. But when it's just me talking to myself, it's basically, you know, kind of like, ooh, you know, you just can't keep going after a while. But anyway, going back to Scottish independence, they were basically talking about, like, if Scotland goes independent, they're, you know, which they won't, probably not. They won't have any connection with the BBC. They'll have to find their own broadcast station. Now, I guess that's good and it's somewhat bad, because yes, the BBC do produce some pretty good TV. The good thing is we probably won't get the shitty news broadcasts. Like, come the fuck on, really? Do you think they're honestly very professional when it comes to that sort of thing? You know, if there's any controversial topic, they will basically get the topic, take out all the gritty bits, and then basically stick some family stuff in there, you know, because obviously they think that children are always watching. No one gives a single fuck about the children. Well, also they do. And then they basically stick it out to the world without, you know, they're just completely biased. They're always on one side. They're not looking at the other sides of the argument. They're not, you know, seeing what caused this or whatever. You know, they're always looking at the one side of it, which I just think is annoying. If you want to find out a good conclusion for yourself on a controversial topic, here's what you do. You type in the controversial topic, look at all the sources you've seen, you know, pick out little bits of the sources, see if they collide, see if they make, you know, if they agree with each other or if they disagree, and then you basically come to a conclusion yourself, right? That is what you do. And if there's anything in there, in the one source you read, that it doesn't really make a lot of sense, you go to open another tab, you type in what it said or quote it, and then you look and see if that's true. If it's, you know, research takes a long time. It's a lengthy process. It's all about comparing sources and basically coming to a conclusion yourself. And that's what I do, at least. And I try to do that with the Source Show, but I think most people will probably see that I'm very biased when it comes to the Source Show as well, because I'm very one-sided with myself, basically, because, you know, the Source Show is all about what I think, you know, and again, it's, you know, I let you include your opinion in the comments, which no one ever does, and usually when I come back from school, they usually tell me that, you know, what they think about the video, what they thought about what I said, which is good. It's always good to have constructive criticism. You know, it's always great to have that, because that is how you're going to progress. That's how you're going to get further in life. You're not going to just, you know, get anywhere with just, you know, sticking with that one opinion by that one person. You've got to see what other people think, see what other people think you should, you know, work on. So that's always good to have constructive criticism and basically just getting feedback. So going back to the BBC point, they never do that. They never have a source that's kind of on the fence and letting you decide. They're basically just sticking political correction in it and basically taking out the gritty bits, and then you go, Bob's your uncle. That's what I don't like about the BBC. I guess that would be an upside, but then it could be a downside as well, because, you know, they produce some pretty good shit when it comes to TV. So I don't know, I really don't know, but at the moment it's looking like that we're not going to be going independent anytime soon at least, and if we do, we're probably still going to have to go back with Europe, so what's the point? And where are we going to get our money? We're just going to plunge economically. People say we have oil reserves. Yeah, how long is that going to last? You know, we may have England's fucking oil supply, but for fuck's sake, that's going to run out very, very soon. That's going to run out in the next 30 years, so what's the point, you know? Find some other, you know how Scotland can really strive? Find some other source of, energy or a fuel in cars and stuff like that. The word for it is completely gone. Scotland, like, you know, make hydro cars, make cars that run on fucking whiskey, because, you know, Scotland's clearly good at that. You know, we've got plenty of fucking whiskies. You know, whiskey distilleries everywhere, so we're pretty much fine when it comes to that. Or make it that you have to use, you know, or whatever, or electricity. That one seems to be quite common at the moment. The only trouble with electric cars is that there's a lot of faults to them because they're electric, obviously, and you know, there's a lot of technical sides to it. So, you know, that's the only downside. But I guess it's better than polluting the earth and fucking speeding up the process for when it gets destroyed. Even though this earth is gonna, you know, destroy itself in many ways. You know, we're gonna collide with the Extrema galaxy. I think it is. It might be Extrema galaxy. I don't know actually. And you know, we might in the next 5 million years. That is. We either might, you know, the atmosphere is gonna burn basically because it's all colliding with other atmospheres, or you know, we might just stay where we are and orbit will be completely fine, or we might get flung out of this galaxy and that one, the Extrema and the Milky Way, and we'll just be left in deep space, where we will just eventually cower up and die, because, you know, it's too cold. So, I don't know, we don't know either anyway, because the human race will be long extinct. There'll be some other race, or, you know, other kind of, I guess, aliens or humans, whatever, in that time period. But we don't know, you know, if assuming that the humans even last that long. But, yeah, you know, or this planet might boil so much because we're pumping out so much fucking carbon dioxide, that it might just boil like a fucking egg and explode. You know, obviously, anyone who knows that, you know, the planet's always constantly heating up, yeah, that's normal. You know, we've had fucking huge major ice ages that basically cooled the planet down. But we're just not helping by pumping out shitloads of fucking carbon dioxide and speeding up the process. So that's the only problem with, you know, the whole global warming things. Then again, there's still people to this day that, you know, say that, oh, global warming's a myth. You know, oh, come the fuck on. You know, you just had to see fucking Scotland in summer 2013. We basically had weather that fucking boiled us. You know, it was fucking horrendous. And then you had America that had fucking some of the coldest winters they've had in a while. And, you know, we've had, you know, literally temperatures rising each year, you know. There's plenty of evidence pointing that there's global warming is happening. And yet, people are like, no, we're going to exclude the evidence. You know, they're like fucking fundamental Christians and evangelical Christians who are like, you know, there's evidence pointing that God does not exist. And yet they're like, no, the Bible said so, aye, we're going to go with that. And it's just like, you're not saying all evangelical Christians are Scottish. Actually, some of them are real like, you know, howdy y'all, you know, the Bible is all true, yeah. You know, that's not even fucking redneck, is it? That's a terrible redneck impression. I'm sorry if you're from the South. I'm just terrible at Southern accents. Again, not all people from the South of America are, you know, fundamental Christians. That's just me being a stereotypical cunt as usual. Anyway, I think I've rambled on enough in this podcast. Anyway, I cannot thank you enough for being on this podcast today, and I hope you've enjoyed this. If you do know any places where you can download this podcast, you know, just go onto a website, click it, download, there you go, Bob's Your Uncle, then please tell me. But for now, what I do recommend, go download Free Make Video Converter, and you can basically just download the podcast there, and then Bob's Your Uncle. I hope you enjoy this podcast, guys. Please subscribe to the channel if you want to. Please follow me on my Dailymotion account if you want to. And please follow me on my Twitter page, because that's when you're going to be getting updates. And if you want to ask me a question, that's the best place to ask me, because I'm more responsive on my Twitter Twitter page than I am my Facebook ever. Oh, pardon me. I just had 4 times I've burped in this podcast. Anyway, peace the fuck out, guys. Have a great day. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you have a great weekend, whatever. So yeah, as always, guys, adios amigos, and cue the outro music.